Okay, folks, listen. This is a live stream, and I'm going to be interacting with the viewers maybe at the end. But for the people who are in the live stream right now, don't ask me any questions because I'm not going to be able to answer them because I'm going to be showing you some information. Some of it you've seen already, but there is some that's brand new, and you need to see this because you got to put your spiritual glasses on to see this, okay? And put your spiritual ears on high volume, okay? Because you have to listen, okay? The very first thing seems kind of silly, but believe me, it gets better, okay? And for the people who are new to the channel, you've got to watch my videos on this channel that are under the video section, which is the pre-recorded videos, and the live stream section, which is on, under the live section, okay? But you got to watch all those videos, okay? Because I have two predictions, okay? And they're both going to come to fruition, okay? Because it's from the Holy Spirit. The first prediction is that on June 11th, there's going to be a spectacular event in Seattle. And when I say spectacular, I don't mean something good, but it's going to be something spectacular, okay? On June 11th. In and in the whole, King County area where Seattle is, and maybe outside of that area too. So I say ground zero is going to be King County, where Seattle probably is going to be the main place. Hold on one second. So, and the other prediction is that on August 4th, Trump gets his head wound in Ohio. Okay, so those are the two predictions. Trump gets his head wound on August 4th in Ohio, and he survives the head wound, and the June 11th event in Seattle, which will connect to Elvis eventually after this spectacular event on June 11th in Seattle. Now, let's get started with the information. Just give me a second to set this up real quick. All right. So, like I said, just pay attention, okay? Don't ask me any questions because I'm not going to be looking at the chat. All right. Well, give me a second. Setting it up here. All right. Like I said, some of it you've seen already. Okay. Now pay attention. Okay. So Elvis. He died in the year 77, right? And the letter Z is the 26th letter of the alphabet, and the word God equals 26. Okay. God equals 26, and Z is the 26th letter, and Z looks like a 7-7, right? It's an upside down 7 and a upright 7, right? And 77 and 77 equals 154, okay? And you'll see why I'm showing that in a moment. But the word Oz, because like I told you, Elvis is the Wizard of Oz. OZ, the O is a crown. So if you put a crown on God, the 15th letter is a crown. Okay, the 15th letter of the alphabet. And so it'll be O God. So OZ, because I told you Elvis is the Wizard of Oz and Trump is the Wiz. Okay. And that's why, like Seattle has the double T, Manhattan has the double T, because it's the double cross. Okay. Because there is only one God, okay? The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit is one God, all right? And Jesus is God. Okay, so just pay attention. You'll see where I'm going with this. That stupid, like I said, this part looks silly. That stupid band, ZZ Top? I mentioned this before because I told you ZZ is 7-7. You get it? It's like having a 7 up, 7 down, right? 7 up, 7 down with the Z's. So it's 77, 77 equals 154. The Antichrist equals 154 because the words the anti equals 77. Christ equals 77. So you have the Antichrist would equal 154, right? And TOP, can stand for, Presley, Obama, Trump. And that's why you get that POTUS, like President of the United States. And Presley, his first 4 letters start with PRES, which is president, like Presley, president. Anyway, so like I said, this part is meaningless, but I'm just showing you this first part. I'm showing you the connections to the sevens, okay? Because I told you that the word Christ equals 77, and Jesus is God, okay? Now, Washington, pay attention, okay? You're going to understand where I'm going with this. The word Washington, notice that it's almost the exact same as the letters 7, 7. Okay, you'll see why I'm showing this. The only difference is this is 40 and this is 49. Okay, so Washington, because Seattle's in Washington, is almost the same as the words, the letters. I mean, when you write out the word 7, 7. Okay, it's almost the same. And like I said, you'll see why I'm showing that, because look, when you put a crown on God, see, when you put a crown on God, oh God, and you put a crown on Jesus, oh Jesus, it equals 7, 7. You see how perfect that is? 7, 7 equals oh God, oh Jesus. Because Jesus is God, okay? Do you understand? It's all part of the Godhead, all right? Now, before I move on, I just want to make sure you guys understood that. I know it's kind of silly, that first part, but you'll get it. Hold on. You'll get it after a while, okay? Hold on. Hold on 1 second here. Let me see what. And by the way, folks, if you see any trolls in the chat, just don't worry about them, okay? Don't talk to them, because when I delete them, you're just going to be talking to yourself. You understand? So please do not talk to the trolls. Just ignore them. And like I said, because when I delete it, you're just going to be talking to yourself when you talk to them, or someone's going to mistake you talking to them. All right. Now, okay. So now let's keep going. Okay. I'm just going to kind of move in different directions. You'll see where it's going in a little while, but I just want you to see what's happening here. Okay. Remember, it doesn't have to connect perfectly, this information. Just give me a second to set this up. Just keep watching, folks. Keep watching. So you know the Bank of America logo? Okay, now, this is not that important. It's not that you'll see why I'm showing this. Okay, besides that, everyone knows that Bank of America's logo is 11, 11, 11, which is the 33. Okay, 11 plus 11 plus 11 plus 11 equals 33. But I'm going to show you why. Don't forget about what I have here. Okay, just look up here. 11 plus 11 plus 11. Notice that this one, these two right here are bigger, like the Twin Towers. You see what I'm saying? And so if these are the Twin Towers, then what is this 11, 11? You know what I mean? And you know what the 11, 11 is, right? Watch. Because Washington was founded on 11, 11. Okay, now pay attention, all right? So 11, 11 was when Washington was founded, right? So if you were to go 11 days from 11, 11, it would land on 11/22, which is the day JFK got his crown knocked off, because the head is a crown, right? So and you know the words "the crown" I told you equals 106 if you've been watching my videos. Then you have the 611 right there also, and then I told you the letter O is a crown, and his head was a crown. You understand? They knocked his head off. if he supposedly died. I'm not saying he did. It was a ritual. But 11/11, then you add another 11 days to 11/11, it would be 11/22. You get what I'm saying? From 11/11, you add 11 days, it lands on JFK's birthday. Okay? Because JFK is a huge part of this puzzle, just like MLK, I told you. And isn't it crazy that the word twin equals 66, and Elvis had an identical twin that died at birth, right? And from Elvis's birthday to 9/11 was 66 years. Okay, so twin equals 66. The Twin Towers fell 66 years later after Elvis's birth. If you add up all the numbers between 1 through 66, it equals 2211. You see that? It's 2211. It's the 1122 backwards, or 20, whatever way you want to see it, because they say the date backwards in the UK. They say the day first, 22nd day of the 11th month. Okay? Now, why am I showing this? Because you remember my video I did, it was a few videos back. I can't remember. It was just like 4 or 5 videos ago. Under the live stream section, I was showing you about the thank heaven for 7-11. Okay? Hold on. Give me a second here. So, remember that video about the thank heaven for 7-11. Okay, so everything is about these pillars, and these numbers represent the pillars in heaven. Okay, that's what. Don't ask me what it means. I mean, like I said, this is from the Holy Spirit, this information. Okay, I don't exactly know every detail of what it means, but let me just show you. For the people who've seen that video, see, if you're new to the channel, you are not going to understand this. So remember, I told you that the thank heaven for 7-11, right? So you have that's what that's about. It's pillars. 7-11, right? 7-1-1, and it's upside down 7-1-1. Remember, I was just telling you about the 7 up, 7 down is like the letter Z, and Z is the 26th letter. God equals 26. Or you can notice that it's got the 6-9 in the middle, 6-9. Okay, you see what I'm saying? 69, 69, or the 88 in the middle, right? And you'll see where I'm going with this. So, yeah, and it's got the 1818. I'm going to show that in a moment. So Jesus is the cornerstone, folks. I've explained this before. If this, like I said, the Father said, this is the Father, okay? And if this is the Son, okay? He was the cornerstone. And was it not the cornerstone that was rejected by the builders? Okay, that became the chief cornerstone. Okay, it was the stone that the builders rejected, which became the chief cornerstone, and that was Jesus, right? And you, like I said, you'll see where I'm going. So remember that you have a 7 here and a 7 right here, right? So basically it's a 77, because Christ equals 77, right? And you have an 88 in the middle. These are stones, folks. These are pillars and stones. And it looks like an 8, right? 88 or 7-7, right? Upside down 7s. So it's 7-7-8-8, right? And why am I showing you that? Because Elvis is 88 years old right now, and Trump is 77 on June 14th. He's going to be 77 this year. And I told you that 88 plus 77 equals 165, and Trump's birthday is on 6/14, which is the 165th day of the year. Okay? And so that's why I was showing you that 887. And hold on, and before I move on, I want to make sure you see that again. So Jesus is the cornerstone, right? And I explained it. It's like the Alpha Omega, okay? The Alpha Omega, the beginning, the end, because God is one, okay? Jesus is God. The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, these three are one, okay? It's just one God, all right? And Alpha, Omega, right? So before I show you, hold on, folks. That's not, by the way, that screen thing is not my phone. This was given to me by somebody, that phone. Anyway, so you'll see why I'm showing this in a moment. So the word perfect is the exact same word as the word kingdom, okay? Because God's kingdom is perfect, okay? And notice that the 7 and 3 and 3 7 look like the letters E and L. El means God in Hebrew. So you have the L even, because it's, you understand what I'm saying by L even? Because the El and then it's even, all right? And notice that it's 110, the total for that, because the 110, remember the Twin Towers at 110 floors each. And Elvis got his crown on 420, and 420 is the 110th day of the year. Okay, but watch. So perfect equals, and by the way, look, it would be like EL 611 right there. Look at that. This is the backwards numbers. These are forward. Okay. Yeah, man, if you guys are not paying attention to this information, I'm going to freak out, man. You guys better be paying attention. All right. So remember, I was telling you about the Alpha Omega, right? So remember, the word perfect equaled 73, 116, 37, 35. 73, 37, 160, 30, 116, 35 backwards. So if you put a crown on the word Father, because the Father, you remember, Jesus told you the Father in heaven is perfect and Jesus is perfect, okay? O Father equals the same as the word perfect and kingdom, okay? Now, notice that it's 73, 37, 110. If you put a crown on Jesus, it equals the exact same, but only backwards is the same. Do you get it? Alpha, the first part, and then the second part. You say is Omega, the back, the front, the back. Do you see how perfect that is? What I'm trying to show you? All right. And look, you know the word Ohio has the letters high in it, H-I. H is the 8th letter, I is the 9th letter. That's where Trump's going to get his head wound, in Ohio. And it's got the 8, 9, and next year Elvis turns 89, but it's going to happen this year, okay? But next year is when they kick off all their, Mark of the Beast stuff. And Ohio's the 17th state. Look, 8, 9 equals 17, and that's the letters H-I, which is in Ohio. The 17th letter, the 17th state is Ohio. And of course, the letter Q is 17th state. And Trump's going to get his head wound in Ohio. And look, this is the exact numbers of the words the crown. The crown equals 106 and 110 on the top, the words the crown. And of course, this equals 216, which would equal August 4th. August 4th is the 216th day of the year, 106 plus 110. And look, 1737 is the words EL. EL equals 17 forward, 37 backwards. So Jesus with a crown is loaded, folks. Okay? It's so perfect. Now, why am I showing you that? All right? Why am I showing you that? Hold on. What happened? Let me just see what's going on here in the chat. Hold on. Okay, look. Now, before I move on, I got to show this. That way you could see how, believe me, I'm getting to the more new information, but I just putting all the pieces of the puzzle together for you. Give me 1 second. I should have had this ready, but I don't. Silly, I forgot. Um, so, on the time and date calculator, it doesn't let you put the year zero. Like if you went all the way back, 2,000 years, it doesn't let you put zero, but it lets you put one. Okay. Now, what I want to put is I just want to show you that if you go from the first day of the first year, you know what I mean, 111 from 2,000 years, whatever, 2,000 something years ago, to 9/11, okay? If you went to 9/11, the day it happened, okay? First of all, let me show you what it is when you do it the way the calculator has it, because it doesn't let you put the year zero, okay? So if you do it the way they have it, hold on. Okay, now pay attention. See, they won't let me put zero, so I have to put one. And to the exact date 9/11, if you don't add the day but up to that day, it's 730-740. And father with a crown equals 73, and just the name Jesus equals 74. But if you put a crown on Jesus, it would equal 74 plus 15 would be 89. So 73 plus 0 plus the O is 88, 89. Get it? Because Elvis is 88 this year. Next year he's 89. 73 plus 15, because the O is the 15th letter of the alphabet. 73 plus the O is 88. 74 plus the O is 89. Okay. But anyway, so look at that. It's so perfect. All right. Now, but what would happen if they did let me put a zero here? So since they won't let you put a zero here, what I'm going to do is, hold on, folks, I can't get this thing to focus. So since they won't let me put a zero here, I'll add 1 year here. That way it'll make it like it's a zero. Okay, so if I add 1 year, it'll make like it was starting from 0 to 2001. So let's see what happens when we add a year, okay? Hold on, give me a second. Just give me a second. Give me a second to type it in. One more second. Okay, so if we now look what happens when you put it in, see? So now I added that year to make it look like it's a zero right here. So it'd be 110 to September 11, 2001, the equation. Look what happens. You get 73, 1106. So that means, okay, first of all, I'll show you how it connects to the word perfect in a moment. But oh man, I'm gonna go nuts with this phone. So the 6 can be turned upside down to make a 9. And remember, this is up to 9/11. So it's 73. If you turned it upside down, it would be 9/11 EL, because the 7337 is the EL. EL means God in Hebrew. So it's 9/11 EL or 6/11 EL, because the next 9/11 is on 6/11. Okay. And by the way, you notice it says 8 months, 11 days. 8/11 on our calendar is the 223rd day of the year, 8/11. Okay. So this year, I told you, it was 223. I guess, these are all just coincidences, by the way, right? Anyway, hold on, okay? So, like I said, I'm going to keep going. But let me just recap this again one more time. Okay, that way you can understand what I was showing before I show you the next part. Okay. So remember, I told you that Jesus is the cornerstone. Okay, the 7 this way, 7 that way. It's like the letter Z, like that, and then like that, right? It's the letter Z basically, and it's the number 77, which I explained, right? Now, hold on. Let me put that light back on. So, and remember, I told you that the word perfect and kingdom equals 73116. See, you remember I just told you that 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 equation that I just showed you was for the from the first year to all the way to 9/11 type of thing. Remember, 73116 was those numbers on the very top. You see. Okay, that's why I was showing you that. All right. Now, remember I told you that Jesus is the cornerstone, and so it's the Father is the Alpha and the Omega, and I told you that the word perfect is the same as the letter. If you put the crown on Father, the letter O with the word Father equals perfect in kingdom, because God's kingdom is perfect. The Father's perfect. Jesus is perfect. And look, Jesus's numbers backwards equals the same, but only in the forward number. And I told you how important these numbers are. I'm not going to go through it again. But like I said, the Father's the Alpha, the Son is the Omega, right? But they're all one God. So they're both the Alpha and Omega, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Okay. Now, so if this doesn't prove that they're the Alpha and Omega, and I was showing you how the 9/11 connects to to that top number 73116 on O Father and the word perfect and kingdom, and connected to 9/11. You remember, and I was telling you Alpha and Omega. The Space Needle in Seattle looks like a big A with a crown on top of its head. Okay, and the words Alpha Omega, just those two words, Alpha Omega, equals 7943. Now pay attention. Look at the A and the O, because it's exactly for Alpha Omega, okay? 7943 Alpha Omega, right? Now, and I told you Jesus, the Father, Son, are the Alpha Omega. Look at this. From the day that the Twin Towers fell to the 6/11 Seattle event this year is 7,943 days. 7943. Alpha Omega. Okay? Absolutely impossible coincidences. By the way, I showed this before in my 9/11 video a while back. But the point I'm trying to make is this is impossible coincidences. Okay? Absolutely impossible. All right? Wait. Man, my hand got tired. Hold on. Sorry, bug. I got a bunch of paperwork everywhere. That's why you're seeing stuff in the background. Man. Arthritis is acting up. Oh, sorry. Okay. Anyway, so let me just show you this. It doesn't end there. Remember, Elvis had an identical twin that died at birth. Okay, supposedly died at birth. That's why I told you Trump is the replacement twin for that twin. Okay, so and the exact amount. Pay attention. From Elvis's birthday, the day he's born, the twins were born, the identical twin. From that day to 9/11, the day the Twin Towers fell, is 66 years, 8 months, 4 days. And look, 8/4 is when Trump gets his head wound. But look, 66 years. Okay? From his birthday to 9/11 when it fell. From 9/11 to 6/11 is 21 years, 9 months. And I told you how many days. It was 7943, remember? But forget about that. Just look at this. 66, 21, 87. From Elvis's birthday to 9/11 was 66 years. 9/11 to 611 this year is 21 years. And why am I showing you that, the 6621? Because the word twin equals 6621. You see? It's right there in the dates of the 9/11. Okay, now and look, this is the forward numbers, this is the backwards. Elvis died at the age of 42. Seattle slewing Seattle, do you understand, won the Triple Crown on June 11th, the same year Elvis died. So the 42 ritual already happened from 6/11. And from 6/11 to 9/11 was 24 years. You see what I'm saying? From the 6/11, 1977, Seattle slew winning the Triple Crown on June 11th, it was 24 years. Elvis was 42 years old, and when Seattle slew won the Triple Crown, Elvis was 42. Elvis died at 42. From that day to 9/11 was 24 years. And look, Elvis was born on 108, and all that's left, all they need is the 45. Trump is the 45th president, and Elvis has been dead for 45 years. You see? Trump is the 45th president, and Elvis has been dead for 45 years. That's all that's missing here. Okay? Now, let me stop for a minute. Okay? Like I said, you got to put your spiritual glasses on, and your whatever, your spiritual eyes, and your spiritual ears, put them up. Okay, put that up. Okay, where am I here, folks? Now, let's move on, man. Because I've been writing all day and night for the last, well, I've been doing it for 5-6 years now, but lately is because my arthritis is acting up, folks. Sorry, man. Look, folks, don't ask me questions. I told you, please, just comment about the video, and that's it, please. God bless all of you. And to the people who got in late, you're not going to understand. You have to watch from the beginning. If you got in late, you got to watch from the beginning. All right? Now, like I said, get your spiritual glasses. Let's go. Remember, I showed you this earlier. Okay? So remember, I told you the 7-11, the thank heaven for 7-11. You have the upside down 7 or the this way 7. Okay? And you have the 8-8 in the middle. These are stones. These are pillars. Okay? Now, and notice that the stones in the middle are rolling stones. You get what I'm saying? Because these stones don't move. Okay? Do you get it? But the stones in the middle, the stones in the middle, the rolling stones, And you look at that. It looks like 4 wheels, like a car on 4 wheels. And of course, glasses, and I'll show you why that's important later. But look, notice that, remember I was showing you that Bank of America stuff? So it's one stripe that way, one stripe this way, is like an 11. 11, do you get it? So 11 with the 88 in the middle, 11. And I told you Washington was founded on 11/11. Trump, his name equals 88, and Elvis's age is 88 this year, and Trump is 77. And remember, I told you 7, 7, 8, 8 with those 4 stones. Okay? And anyway, just go with it, folks. Just go with it. All right. So I know it's a little bit confusing, but you'll see how it all adds up in a moment. Just give me a moment to move this going. Um, and you know, the 420th day of the year, I mean, April 20th, which is the day Elvis got his crown back in 1954, is 110th day of the year. And the 420 looks like a 42 with a crown because Washington is the 42nd state. And Elvis died at the age of 42, right? So it's 42 with a crown, basically. And Seattle slew, of course, when Elvis died that year, Seattle slew won on June 11th. That same year Elvis died. But anyway, why am I showing this? Oh, because if you add up the 11, 88, and the 11, it actually equals 110. Remember, I was just showing you this. You know what I mean? That the sevens, the seven, it looks like a, you know, the stripes is like a 1-1, you know. And I was saying 11 plus 88 plus 11 equals 110. That's why I was saying that. And no, and of course, the Twin Towers looks like an 11, right? And the Twin Towers had 110 floors each. And I showed you that Jesus and Jesus and Oh Father had that 110 connection with the 7337, the L even. Do you remember that earlier? The L even, the 7337 for the word perfect, for the word Oh Father, for the word kingdom, and for the words Oh Jesus, but only backwards for Oh Jesus, not the forward number. But so the L even, so pay attention. Remember I was showing you the 11, 11, 11? Remember the 11, 11, 11 earlier I was showing with that Bank of America logo? Look, the Twin Towers were that tall ones. And then the 911 and the 611. You see what I'm saying? And remember, Washington was founded on 11/11. Okay, do you get where I'm going with this? I hope you guys can understand that. And why is the 33 important? Because Jesus was crucified at the age of 33 and he rose from the dead at 33. Okay, and the crown is the 15th letter, so the 9 and 6 equals 15, the 96, right? 911, 611. I've shown you guys how the 96 fits so perfectly because Elvis got his crown on 420, 54. 42 plus 54 is 96. Okay, I'm not going to look. I know this is confusing for anyone who doesn't know my videos. You're not going to understand what the heck I'm talking about. Okay? And you know the spacing will open on 421 and 420 on a leap year, because you know 420 is when Elvis got his crown day, right? 420 on a leap year is the 111th day of the year, and 421 is the actual 111th day of the year. And look, you have three buildings. It looks like 111. Okay, the three buildings that fell, right? And you know they always say Elvis left the building. You remember that in his concerts? Elvis left the building, huh? Yeah. And you remember I told you Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington's the 42nd state. The 42nd prime is 181. And if you add the 42, because the 42nd prime is 181, add the 42, it's 223. And we're in the 2023 year. You see what I'm saying? Elvis died 42. Washington's the 42nd state. And Washington's original birthday was 211. Two 11s, get it? Two 11s. 2 times 11 is 22. Two 11s. And it was the 42nd day of the year, 211, Washington's original birthday. Then they changed it to 222, you know. Anyway, why am I showing this? Because look, you got the 818 in the middle, you see? Or 181, whatever way you want to see it, 181, 181, you know, in the middle of the pillars of heaven. Okay. And just to show you that it's not a coincidence, pay attention, okay? Pay attention to what this is right here. But first, look here. Elvis was born on 1/8, which is the 8th day of the year. So to get its backwards birth date, the backwards birth date of any date you pick has to add up to 365 days from that particular day you choose. So Elvis's birthday is the 8th day of the year. So Elvis's backwards birthday would be 12/23, which would be the 357th day, because 357 plus 8 would be 365. So that is the backwards date of Elvis's birthday, which I created this equations years ago. Anyway, so look, so now let's look at this again. So if that's his backwards birthday, 12/23, let's look at this again. Elvis died at the age of 42, right? And Washington's the 42nd state. The 42nd prime, right, is 181. 42 plus 181 equals 223. Elvis and his twin were born on 1/8, and then the backwards birthday would be 1223. 1223. You see how perfect that is? And look, Elvis's birthday and Elvis's backwards birthday, the equation would be 1331. If you add up 1/8 and 1223, it would be 1331. And the 6th prime number is 13, and the 11th prime number is 31. You see? 611 right there. So every day in January is the backwards date of every day in December. Okay? So whatever day you pick in January will be, its backwards date will be in December. So they would all add up to 1331. But that's just between 1 and 12. I told you how important 1 through 12 is with primes. Anyway, with everything. Because Lisa Marie Presley died on 1/12. You know, his daughter this year. I'm not going to get into every detail, folks. Oh, and by the way, remember that the twins were born on 1/8, right? The twins. And look, oh man, this is so, man, I'm about ready to lose it. So remember, Elvis's backwards birthday is 12/23. If you went from the first of the year and went forward 1818 days, it lands on Elvis's backwards date. And remember, the twins were born on 1/8, and their backwards date is 12/23. And from the first of the year to 12/23, it's, and look, you get the 111. Remember, the spacing will open on the 111th day of the year, and then you have the 2023, 223. But look, it's 1818. 1818 days lands on Elvis's backwards birthday. Oh man, hold on, folks. My hand is, my arthritis is acting up. Sorry, hold on. Oh man. Oh, sorry, folks. Hold on. Man. Give me a second to regroup here. Hold on. It's good. There's some really good information coming, folks. Just give me a moment. So anyway, sticking with that 1818 thing. Remember, I showed you from the first of the year. Hold on. From the first of the year to 12/23, Elvis's backwards date was 1818 days. And if you know, the twins were born on 1/8, right? Jesse and Elvis, they were born on 1/8, right? So from 1/8 to 12/30 would be 1818 days. Remember, it was from the first of the year to 12/23. Elvis's backwards date was 1818. But from Elvis's birthday, when the twins were born, to, and remember, I told you how important the 1230 is. Because look, pay attention. The crown, okay? It's all about the crowns. So the first crown, 15, 6, and then even the 21, pay attention. The 156 prime was 911. So 156, and it happened in 2001, 2, 1. So 911, 2001, 156 plus the 2 and 1, 156, 2, 1. So that was the 911. Then when is the 611? Look, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 with a crown. And why am I saying that? Because Elvis's comeback special was on 12/3, okay? 54 years ago on 12/3, Elvis's comeback special, 12-3. 9/11 is 1, 2, 3. From 9/11 to 6/11, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is the backwards of the letter O. Okay? Are you getting it? Okay? And you know, Elvis came out at the 23 Super Bowl, which was the 88 season and 89 Super Bowl. It started in 88 and 89. Elvis's Super Bowl halftime show was in the between the 88 89 season, because it happened in 89, the Super Bowl, when it happened. But the Elvis comeback special was on 12-3. And you know, Austin Butthead at the Oscars was held on 3/12. And who went up against Austin Butthead? It was Brandon Fraser. Brandon Fraser was born on 12/3/68, and he beat Austin Butler for the Oscar. And I told you Austin Butthead's full name, Austin Butler, equals 162 forward, 162 backwards. The 162nd day of the year is June 11th. If you think these are coincidences, you're just dumb. Okay? 12-3. Are you looking at that? Okay? 1, 2, 3. You understand? There's so much more I can show you, you know? Like the 23rd day of the year is, the 2/23 is the 54th day of the year, and it's been 54 years since Elvis's comeback special. Everything, and Lisa Marie Presley died at the age of 54. And I told you Elvis got his crown in 54. Okay, 1954. But anyway, and by the way, don't look at my shirt. This is a shirt from 10 years ago, folks. I don't have that many shirts, so I can't keep wearing the same shirts every time. All right? I'm trying to cover it, but anyway. And I didn't even buy it. Somebody gave it to me. I hate whiskey. Anyway, where am I? And God bless everyone in the chat. And I appreciate everyone paying attention. Okay, so let's just keep going with this 818 connection. And I told you everything. I am connected to this puzzle, up and down and around and everywhere which way. Okay, you understand? There's no way to avoid me being a part of this. Okay, I told you this was my destiny. All right, and like I said, imagine all the area codes in the world. Okay, and when I say the world, across the earth, let's say. What am I saying? Across the America, because that's what we're talking about here. Out of all the area codes in America, where do I live? Okay, what area code do I live in? I live in Glendale, California. Area code 1818. You have to dial 1 first. 1818. You see that? Come on, man. You remember I showed you the chart that I created, you know? Do you understand? It's got the 818 right in the middle. 818 right in the middle. The pillars of heaven. Okay? The 818 right in the middle. Okay? If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. Okay? Out of all the places in the world, man. And remember I was telling you about the pillars, that the builders reject. Don't they say that the Masons, aren't they something to do with building? The Masons, aren't they like builders? If you add an S to the word Mason, look at that. 8181. Look at that. Look at that. And it's got all the numbers. 162 is the June 11th date. 216 is the August 4th date. Elvis born on 1818, the twins. And if you add all the numbers between 1 and 8, it equals 36. You see that? You see that, folks? What I'm showing you? All right? They're the builders that rejected the cornerstone. That's what I'm talking about. And what's in the middle? 818. 8181 right there. So if God is this, if God is the 7, the first one, then you got 8181. You see that? 8181. Those four stones are like the eights. 8181. Okay. Yeah. Do you see how incredible this puzzle is? Because I was just telling you how the Masons is 8181. Okay, now, okay, folks. Hopefully you're paying attention here. Yes, and of course, you add up all the numbers between 1 and 36, it equals 666, right? And that's why I told you the San Francisco 49ers, 4 times 9 is 36. The 49ers play at Levi's Stadium. Levi's is Elvis, the anagram. It's all connected, folks. They're the ones who won the 23rd Super Bowl, the one that Elvis showed up. And who was the quarterback? Joe Montana. Joe Montana's born on what day? June 11th. The day. You see what I'm saying? It's so perfect, this puzzle. It's so perfect. Okay? Now, so here's something that I've shown before, but I still have to show it now. That way you can see how it all connects, okay? So just listen, some of it is just rattling stuff off, which might not make sense to you. Just don't worry about that. Just look at it and just keep moving with the flow. All right, don't worry if you don't fully grasp it, but you can grasp some of it. You're still getting it. Okay, so remember I was showing you that the number 88 is in the middle of the pillars, the thank heaven for 7-11 pillars. So, and the reason why that I show you that the alpha, the omega, it's got the 7 here and then the 7 this way. Hold on, let me just show what I'm saying here. Oh, sorry, folks, I lost my. Hold on, I gotta find that. Give me 1 second, folks. What did I do with it? Hold on. So remember, remember I was. Hold on. So remember I was telling you the 7 here and then the 7 upside down. But if you turned it upside down, it would be the 7 on top. You understand what I'm saying? It's because it's you get what I'm saying. It's the same, because the Father and the Son and the Holy, they're all one. Okay, it's all one God. All right. All right. Now, anyway, where was I? Hold on. I got to answer this. Give me 1 second, folks. And guess who that is? That's my sister. Elo. That's her name. I've been calling her that since I was able to say words. Okay, anyway, so let's keep going. So remember, we got the 88 in the middle, right? Of the corner, the pillars. The 88 is in the middle. The 818, but the 88, the 8, right? The rolling stones, okay? You know what I mean? Now look. So, isn't it interesting that if God is represented by those pillars that I was talking about, the 88 in the middle, look, what does it look like? Looks like glasses. And if you know more than one glasses, how do you say more than one glasses? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, what you get what I'm saying, right? Because what are those hourglasses? has 2 points right there. Sorry, folks. Oh man, I don't have any water. Sorry. Anyway, hold on. Give me a second. So, so the word Seattle equals the exact same as the word glasses, okay? And what did they give out to all the people who were watching the Super Bowl in Super Bowl 23 when the halftime show was Elvis? They were giving out 3D glasses. Glasses they gave out to everybody. Who did it? Coca-Cola, the CC. And I told you Elvis is the CC rider, the beast out of the sea in Seattle. Anyway, so to see is vision. It looks like glasses, like I said, the 88. Or it could be hourglasses or whatever. But it's just interesting that Seattle equals glasses. And why am I showing that? Because I told you the letter O is 15 forward. I mean 15, the 15th letter of the alphabet, right? And if you reduce the letter O, it's 1 plus 5 equals 6. That's how you reduce the numbers. That's why when you see me have that, it's 1 plus 5 is 6. That's the reduced number. And the letter O backwards is 12. If you started from the Z going this way, it's the 12th letter. So 12, and then 1 plus 2 is 3, the reduced number. So it's 15, 6, 12, 3. But right now, just pay attention to the 15 and 6. 15, so the letter O is 15 and 6. So if you have, so it's 2, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just say it's 2. 15, 6 and 15, 6, they're both 21, right? It adds up to. And that's 42. Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington's the 42nd state. And the 156 prime is 911, like I told you, 156. That's the letter O, right? And notice this, 3012. There's your 123 again that I was telling you about. And Elvis 12-3. Elvis's comeback special was on 12-3. Okay? And why am I showing that? Oh, because look, from Vernon Presley, Elvis's dad, and you know Elvis's dad's brother was born on 9/11. Okay? Can you believe that? Elvis's dad's brother was born on 9/11. And Vernon Presley, Elvis's dad, from his birthday to 9/11 was 31200 days. 31,200 days. So there's your 312 with 2 crowns. You see what I'm saying? Do you get where I'm going with that? Because look, it's the 15 and 6. You do it twice. It's basically 2 crowns you're doing. Okay, because 15 and 6 is the reduced number. It's just 1 crown, really, technically. All right. I don't know why I did it that way. I didn't mean to put 2 circles. I meant to put it like this, 15, 6, 15, 6. That's how I meant to do it. It doesn't matter. It still comes out the same. All right. 3. See, it's 3012. It's the 312 thing. Okay. And that's why I was showing from Vernon Presley, Elvis's dad, to 9/11 was 312 with 2 zeros. Okay. Now, and if you think that's a coincidence, pay attention. You know, the Twin Towers was attacked one time before, and they were trying to blow it up, they said. That's what they said. You know, of course, I'm not buying it, but from Elvis's death, August 16, 1977, to the first attack on the Twin Towers, it was a big attack, folks. Like 5 floors of the bottom parking lot was torn off, 5 floors of the parking lot. And look, it's 15 years, 6 months, 11 days. Look, there's your 156. The 156 prime was 9/11. 15 is a crown, 6 reduced, and then 11. 6/11 with the crown. Look at that. And then from that attack to the day 9/11 happened was 3120. Look at that. I just showed you the 3120 connection with Vernon and with the number in the letter O, the 2 O's would be 312 with a crown. You see what I'm saying? Okay, I hope you guys are grasping what I'm showing, because this is, folks, this is supernatural information you're getting here, folks. Okay? And like I said, the letter O is the crown. And if you do it like this, it looks like 8s, like I said, 88. And 30 plus 12 equals 42. It's a 3012, like I said. You know, depends on how you do it. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm just dabbling. Someone put the word dabble. I'm saying dabble. Look at this. If you add up all the numbers between 1 through 8, when Elvis's birthday was 1-8, right? Add up the numbers 1 through 8, you get 36. And if you add up all the numbers between 1 and 36, you get 666. And look, if you have 3 crowns and they're all sixes, 666 is 18, and then another 666 is 18, and it's 1818. You get it? The twins were born on 1818, the two of them. Okay, and the word twin equals 66. Look, folks, right now I'm just man, this person's got me saying dabble. I'm just rattling on. That's what I meant to say, rattling. Anyway, so if you add the 9s on top, because 96 equals 15. 15 is the crown, right? So that's why it's like the 69, the yin yang. 999 is 27. 999 is 27. So it's 18 plus 18 plus 18 is 54. What I'm saying is, and Elvis's comeback special was 54 years ago. Like I said, folks, I'm just rattling stuff right now. I'm going to show you some good information soon. Just keep watching. So you remember it's all about the Triple Crown, right? And if you did it like this, 999 and 666, it equals 45. Look, the Triple Crown, 15 is 45. The triple O's is 45. And Elvis has been dead for 45 years. Trump is the 45th president, right? You see what I'm saying? All right. Just like I said, this part is stupid. I know. Just keep watching. Yeah, if you add up all the numbers between 1 and 63, it equals 2016. 216 with a crown. That's August 4th, right? 216th day of the year. And Trump was elected in 2016 because every number between 1 and 63, if you add it up, it's 2016. Anyway, here's something. Why am I showing this? Oh, you'll see why I'm showing this later. But right now, just pay attention. You're not going to understand why I'm showing this. Why do I have this here? Hold on, folks. Let me move this to later. I got to put my hands are about to fall off, folks. Man. So if they are the 88 and they're looking for a crown, then that means that they would need, let's say they needed another, I don't understand it. All I know is that if 88 is going to be crowned, they would need another 88, I guess. You know what I mean? Or, like I said, I'm not 100% on how this fits perfectly, but let me tell you why I'm saying that it needs to be another 8, because remember, where's that card? Every time I lose the card, man. So listen, if the 88 is in the, if their 8 and 8 is right there, and if they wanted to get rid of Jesus, who is the cornerstone, then they would have to put another 8 there. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be 1 8 1 8 1 8. You know what I mean? And that's what Elvis is kind of doing. You know, he keeps 1 8 because the other one died, the twin. Then he's making another 1 8. You know, making a complete new 8. I don't know what's going on, but what I'm saying is he's building pillars. Okay. Because Obama and Trump are his, Trump is his second one, and Obama is his other crown. Trump is the crown, and Obama's the crown. And I told you that from Elvis's birthday, Elvis is the umbilical cord that holds these two clowns together. Because from Elvis's birthday, if you went backwards from the day he was born, to 8-4. If you went backwards, which is Obama's birthday, from Elvis's birthday, you go backwards, it's 887 or 888. And by the way, the 154th prime is 887. The 154 is the Antichrist number. And look, if you add the day, it's 888. But if you go forward from Elvis's birthday in 1935, you go forward, it's 888 if you don't add the day, or 889 if you add the day. And remember, Elvis turns 89 next year, but he's 88 now. It's in between 88 and 89. Because if you don't add the day, it's 888 days. And if you add the day for Obama, it's 888. So what I'm saying is, he is the umbilical cord between them. And remember, Hawaii is the 808 area code, and that's Elvis's favorite vacation place, and that was where supposedly Obama was born. Okay, because Obama, like I said, plays a important part in this charade, right? They need both of these clowns. Obama was born on August 4th. That's the day Trump's going to get his head wound, on Obama's birthday. And I told you, it's probably going to happen where Obama comes out and says, "Hey, everybody, let's all pray for, ex-President Trump to heal from his deadly wound, and all of a sudden, miraculously, he heals from his wound, and people are going to think Obama is the Christ. You understand? He's like the false one, but Trump is the one that's really the one, right? The abomination of desolation. But really, it's not even Trump. It's Elvis. Everything is about the unholy Godhead, which is Elvis, Trump, and Obama. Okay, and that's why Obama. Hold on. Which I've mentioned before many times, that's why I have ink all over my hands, folks. Sorry. Anyway, that's why Obama, the Mandela effect, it came out during Obama's presidency, because the Nelson Mandela, because I told you the man and son is the mockery of God, because Jesus is known as the Son of Man, and he's known as the King of Kings. They love to mock. And that's why Elvis is known as the King, and Seattle's in King County, and they killed Martin Luther King in Memphis, Tennessee, where Elvis lived at the time. But anyway, it's because it's all about MLK and JFK, RFK, whatever, but mainly about JFK and MLK. RFK was just an afterthought, because they had to use the twin connection, because he was killed on 6/6, okay? 66 equals the word twin, and they needed that JFK to have a twin connection, because it wasn't his twin, but it was his brother. Anyway, so what I'm saying is that the Nelson Mandela thing it's nonsense. That the Mandela effect is nonsense. That's just Google shenanigans, and how they're getting rid of knowledge and changing stuff and all that stuff. But listen, so the Nelson Mandela, the Mandela effect came out during Obama, because they're saying that Mandela was brought back from the dead. So Obama brought Mandela back from the dead. Then he brought back Gabby Giffords from the dead, the one who got the head wound, the one who's married to the astronaut, the congresswoman, all right, married to the twin astronaut. And when did Gabby Giffords get shot in the head? In Tucson, Arizona. What was the date? In Arizona is the 48th state. The 48th prime is 223. What day was it? It was January 8th, Elvis's birthday. That's the same day they had the beast quake in Seattle. You had the beast quake because I told you Seattle's going to get a head wound. So you had the beast quake on January 8th, 2011. January 8th was Elvis's birthday. That was the day of the beast quake in Seattle. Go look it up. And Gabby Giffords was shot in the head wound, Seattle. Get it? Gabby, and Obama went and visited her when she was in a coma. As soon as he left the room, she opened her eyes. Not even 1 minute later, she opened her eyes. Obama tells that story. Go listen to it. Okay, so Hold on. June 11th is the day. June 14th is Trump's birthday. June 11th is this day the Seattle event is going to happen. Okay, but it could have, you know, many days to it, so it could go right into Trump's birthday, 6/14. Because I told you 6 and 11 is 6/14. If you add those numbers up, 6/11, 6/14, it equals 12/25. That's Christ's birthday, right? That they say he was born. Please don't argue in the chat. If you sit there arguing about the date right now, I'm gonna freak out. Don't do it. I'm gonna ban you if you do. Knock it off. All right. So because nobody knows when he was born. Anyway, so what I'm saying is Seattle is the 6/11 event. Okay, that's all that's important. And then Trump's head wound is on August 4th. Okay, so now what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So that's why Trump coming back on Obama's birthday, he gets his head wound on Obama's birthday, Trump, right? Trump gets the head wound on August 4th, Obama's birthday. They're going to think Obama brought him back from the dead. That's why this whole charade is for Elvis. But Elvis is, you know, Janice twin is Trump, which I've been telling you guys this whole time about how Janice fits into this puzzle with Seattle. Okay, if you've been watching my videos. Okay, now let's keep going here now. So remember, Elvis. I'm almost done, folks. I have some really interesting stuff. So just remember, I'm not going to go through this whole thing. I'm only going to show this one thing. Remember, the identical twins, Elvis and Jesse, were born on 1/8/18. And if you say the date backwards, like they say in the UK, it's 8181, right? So, so if you add those up, it'll be 216 and 16/2. Okay. And look, the 216th day of the year is August 4th when Trump gets his head wound, and the 162nd day of the year is June 11th when Seattle gets struck. Look, it's right there. And that's the pillars, like I've been showing you, the 1881 right in front of you. You remember that I was just showing you with the pillars? You know, the 818 right in the middle, you see? 88 in the middle. Now, okay, get ready. Like I said, I'm starting to. So, pay attention, folks. So, if you look at it like this, the 88 in the middle, the O, and the 1 and 1 on the, outsides, because I think that middle pillar was destroyed. That's why there's another crown left in heaven, because that's why the pigeon peckers, you know who the pigeon peckers are. Somebody put it in the chat, because I don't want to say the word. But those pigeon peckers, the ones who crucified Christ, they're still waiting for their Messiah. Okay, because our Messiah, Jesus is the Christ. Okay, but those pigeon peckers are the ones who crucified Christ, are still looking for their crown, and that's why they spell the word God GD without the O, because their O was tossed out. Their crown that they're waiting for, they're waiting to crown their Messiah. Anyway, so the 26 prime number, because the word God equals 26, the 26 prime number equals 101. You see that? It's like the pillars that they show, I think, in Freemasonry. Is it that Freemasonry where they show pillars and then they show a moon in the middle or something? The 101, you see what I'm saying? And what room was Neo from the Matrix in? 101. And my original channel that I started talking about this stuff was JEWrassic Liars 26. When I first started talking about this type of information, was JEWrassic Liars 26. And God equals 26. The 26 prime is 101. Neo from the Matrix, who's born in Beirut, Lebanon, where I was born, in the same hospital where I was born. 101. You see, he was in room 101. Okay? Anyway, why am I showing that? Because look, I showed this in another video. The 26 prime is 101. If you add the 101 to the 26, it equals 127. And what buildings fell on 9/11? What were the 3 buildings that fell? Building 1, 2, and 7. You see that? 1, 2, and 7 was the buildings that fell. Okay? I could show you more, but you guys have to watch the other videos to find all that on that. And by the way, you remember I was showing this. Look at the word the crown. I mean, look at the word crown, CROWN. Look at the bottom, what it equals, 101 and 88. It's right there, folks. Look at that. It's right in front of you. Elvis is 88 years old now. Just look at that. Look at the total for the word crown. And 7-3 is the EL, you know what I mean? And look at this. You know what? I have to show it to you on the calculator. Oh man, folks, I'm like my back and neck is just destroyed, man. I told you I have severe spinal stenosis, man. This is like, whoa. I mean, I'm in so much pain, folks, and I can't even take anything for it because I'm allergic to all the pain medications. Oh, sorry. Just give me a second to show this last part. I just have just a few more things to show. Where? Darn it. What? I don't even know what I'm doing here. What was I going to show? Oh. Give me a second, folks, to find this. Oh, just real quick, let me just show you that. No, I don't need to show it. You guys know that the word glasses equaled Seattle. I showed that already. I mean, not in this video, but I've shown it too many times. So glasses equals exactly the same as Seattle. All right. And isn't it funny that they live has the, you have to put your glasses on, right? Anyway, what was I going to show? Oh, I know what I was going to show. Here it comes. Look at this. If you put Elvis Aaron Presley with this date, and this place, and what he is, let's see what it equals. So remember what I just showed a minute ago. You remember I showed this? The crown having connections to this? Look. All right. The 101.88 at the bottom and the 101.88 on the top part way up there. All right. So look at this. If you put Elvis Aaron Presley into the calculator, put June 11th, Seattle, the Antichrist. Look what you get here. Watch this. Look at that. 808. Remember, Hawaii area code is 808. And look, you got 101 with another crown. So it's like 88 and 101 right there. Look at that. And look at the total. 1818. And look, you have 730, 28. 73, 28, 110 was the crown. What I was showing you here. Hold on. Hold on, folks. Let me show it again. So 73, 28, 101 is crown, right? And 101, the 26 prime was 101, remember? Anyway, 73, 28, 101, and the 88 backwards. Look, 73, 28, 101, and you have 3 triple crown. You see the 3 crowns. And then And then, you know, the 808 and the 101 here, whatever. This is what's important. 1818. Because Elvis and his twin were born on 1818. Okay? And it's for these words, you see? For anyone who got in late to the chat, you are not going to understand what I'm showing. So please watch from the beginning. If you do not watch from the beginning, you are not going to grasp the magnitude of what I'm showing, okay? And yeah, I can't even tell you the rest. It's too complicated. There's so much more I could show you. But anyway, with that. Someone's saying something about Illinois. What's that got to do? What does those numbers have to do with Illinois? What do you mean? I know that Obama was mayor over there. Well, not mayor, whatever, senator, whatever the hell he was. All right, so this is gonna be the last few things I show. Only like 5 more cards left, folks. And then I'm gonna delete the video. Not delete. I mean, I'm gonna end the video and just leave the video up. This video is gonna stay up. Yeah, I don't know what you're saying. I don't get that. What's that got to do with those numbers? I don't understand that you were saying. Anyway, all right. So, okay, let's move on. Here we go. Here we go, folks. This is going to be the last few cards here. So remember I told you that the Antichrist, this is what it equals. All right, pay attention. 154, 64, 218. And you know there was 2 of them born on 1/8. Elvis and his identical twin. There was 2 of them born on 1/8. Okay? The backwards numbers of the Antichrist are 197, 80, 277. How many, what did I tell you 2 times 77 is? Is 154. 277s would be the Antichrist. Because Christ equals 77. 2 of them would be 154. 154 equals the words, the Antichrist. Okay? Now, what is the 197? The 45th prime is 197. So there's your 197 for the 45th prime. And 2023, if you were to do the prime numbers for 2023, it would be the... Here, let me just show it to you. I should have done that. I didn't do it. Hold on. This has to be shown, so... Uh-oh, I'm running out of ink. Oh, no. Unbelievable. Hold on, folks. I think this pen works. So remember I was showing you the Antichrist number, right? The 154 and then 197, right? Backwards. Look at this. 2023, look at its numbers. 2023 equals 43, right? The 20th prime is 71. The 23rd prime is 83. Add up 71, 83, it equals 154. 154 plus 43 equals 197. So there's your Antichrist number and then the 197. So 154, the Antichrist number, plus 43, because that's what 2023, remember 20 plus 23 equaled 197. The 154 was 2023's prime. And then add the 43 for 20 and 23, you get 197. And now that's all that's missing is the 8 right here. 197 or 198. And I told you that June 11th, I mean, if you, the prime numbers for 6, 11, 20, 23 equals 198, the total for 6, 11, 20, 23. So you have every single connection there for the Antichrist number. Okay? And look, Interestingly enough, you know, remember I told you about how the four circles look like eights and stuff. Forget about what I wrote there. But look, the 154, 64. Look, 15 times 4 is 60. 6 times 4 is 24. If you separated the numbers for the Antichrist, 154, 64, it equals 84. Look at that. 6 times 4 is 24. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. 15 times 4 is 60 equals 84. I told you Trump gets his head one on 8-4. And why am I showing that? Because you'll see in a moment. Oh, right here, this one. Because remember, the Antichrist equals 154, 64 in the front, right? And look, the word God, G is the 7th letter, O is the 15th letter, D is the 4th letter. This is the reduced number for the 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. So 7, and then 15, 4, and 6, 4. Because you can't reduce the 4 and 7 anymore. Okay? And the 77 is in the front. You notice that? The 77 is in the front! Okay? Because I told you, the 77, Christ equals 77. 154, 64. The Antichrist, 154, 64. You see? It's right there. It needs to, this crown needs to connect to the 44. 7744, right? And if you think that that's a coincidence, I'm not going to get into the whole thing, all right? But hold on. Let me. When was Martin Luther King killed? Hold on. When was Martin Luther King killed? On 4/04. The fourth prime number is 7. Fourth prime number is 7. He was killed on 4/4. You see? 7744 for God. You see? And guess what the 15th prime number is? 47. You see? The 15th prime number, because the letter O is 15, right? 15th equals 47. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you see how perfect that is? Because remember, he was killed on 4/04 in Memphis, Tennessee, where Elvis lived. 4 equals 7. 4 equals 7. The fourth prime number is 7. 7744. And all that's not counted is the O. The O is the 15th letter. The 15th prime number is 47. Okay? So, again, just crazy coincidences. All right? All right. Anyway, so, hold on. Yeah, that's right. The 404 is an error code on. But folks, I've shown all the 404, 405 connections. You got to go watch my older Martin Luther King videos to grasp everything I'm showing. But anyway, so like I said, the Antichrist number 15464 is right there. 15464 in the backward, because the 15 and 6, the O needs to be connected to the 7 and the 4, which is 7 and 4, right? And what is 7 and 4? Do you remember what I told you guys what the 7 and 4 is? Pay attention, folks. Remember earlier what I was showing you. Washington founded on 11/11. 11/11. And one more 11 would make the 33. They're trying to make an even. You see what I'm saying here? If you get what I'm saying, 7744 is 11/11. That's that equation that I just showed you. You know what I mean, with Martin Luther King's death, and and that thing I showed you with the pillars and stuff like that. Uh, and 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 L even. L even is 11. L even. L even. Do you get it? Because Jesus, the Father and Son are the EL. Okay? Perfect. All right? Can you get any more perfect than what I'm showing? Folks, if you don't see that this is supernatural from the Holy Spirit, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. Because you don't have spiritual eyes and ears if you can't grasp. Not that I don't mind you not, but if you can just know that it's from the Holy Spirit, then I can. I'm okay with you not fully grasping everything I'm showing, but believe me, it is, folks. All right, and you know Elvis, the year. These are the years. This is his age when on those years. So Elvis during 9/11 was 66 years old, right? And I told you the word twin equals 66 when 9/11 towers went. And then on 6/11, he's 88. What is 66 plus 88? 154. The Antichrist. You see? I've shown this before. There's nothing new. But look, it's right in front of your face, folks. How much more can I can I show you? I mean, it's too much, man. And if you saw my other video when I was showing you how from Elvis's birthday to the day the Triple Crown winner Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown on June 11th, I showed you how it even connected to the Antichrist with a crown. Okay, and how is that? So remember, from Elvis's birthday 1/8/1935 to the day Seattle Slew, that's the same year Elvis died on August 16th, 1977. But to that year, when Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown in horse racing is the sport of kings. 6/11/77, he won the Triple Crown. Seattle Slew. Slew means to kill, destroy violently. Okay? From Elvis's birthday, the day he's born, to Seattle Slew, the same year Elvis died in 77, Seattle Slew wins the Triple Crown. Look, 154/96. 154 is the Antichrist number. 9 and 6 is 15. 15 is the O. Okay? You get it. It's you can't get more perfect than this. All right? Now, remember, that was the 42 ritual because Elvis was 42 years old when this happened. So the 42 ritual already happened. All they need now is the 45 ritual, which I explained earlier. Okay? Now, watch this. Remember, I told you Antichrist with a crown. Okay? So, remember these numbers that I just showed you for the Antichrist? Remember? The Antichrist equals 154/64/218. And remember, he's trying to get a crown, right? So let's put these three numbers, 154/64/218 with a crown, just like I just showed you with this, right? With the Seattle Slew winning from Elvis' birthday. 154, the Antichrist with a crown. 96, 9 plus 6 is 15. That's the O. So it's Antichrist with a crown, right? So, and we're taking these numbers, the Antichrist number, 154/64/218, add these three up. I mean, not add them up, but you'll see what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a crown on it, the letter O. Watch what happens. I'll just show it to you. Let me just show it to you. So if you put those numbers together, look what happens. Give me a second, folks. Stupid phone. Look at this. So you put a crown on the words 100. You have to write it out in the gematria calculator. You put a crown. You stupid piece of junk. You put a crown on the words 154/64/218. Look what you get. 6/11. Look at that. And look, 26 with a crown. 26 is the word God with a crown. You see that? And look, it ends with 884. I told you Trump gets his head one on 84. And you have the 88. Elvis is, look at 18. Look at that. 18 right there. Remember, I was telling you that twin 6621 equals twin. That's it. That's right there. Look, 6621. 66 plus 21 equals 87. You get that one extra thing for 88. Remember, Elvis is 88, and he was born on 1/8. Look, you get the 88, and then you have 84 here too. Look, folks, I'm just showing you a bunch of stuff, but it's perfect. You can't get more perfect than this, man. All right, now, let me just show this last thing right here. Okay, this is it, folks. This is the end of the. This is the end here. Oh, this is it right here. Let me see. I think I did this before. Let's see what happens. This I'm not prepared for. Because I have something else to show. One more thing, but let me see what happens here. Okay, so if you put Elvis Donald in the calculator, I'm doing this by memory, folks. I don't remember now. Hold on. Okay. So, all right. So if you add Barack to it, because remember, it's the unholy trinity, these three clowns, right? Watch what happens, folks. All right. First, let's start with Elvis and Donald. Okay. So if you put Elvis Donald, you get 117. Look, you get, man, there's significance to this, but I'm not going to explain it all. But look, you get the 180 backwards. But look, you get the 45, 117, then 45, 162. The 162nd day of the year is June 11th. So for Elvis Donald, you get a total of 162. And look, you have an ending with a 405. But anyway, forget that. It's the 162 that I want you to look at, because June 11th is the 162nd day of the year for the words Elvis Donald. But now, if you put Barack, add Barack to it, look what happens. Because I told you, Barack is the capstone for these clowns. So if you add Barack, you get 216. Okay? And you know, Elvis's address was 306, and he was born on 108. When he was first born, it was 306, the address. Anyway, forget about that. And even this has significance. Lincoln was shot on 4/14, but he died on 4/15. But anyway, 216 is August 4th. So it went from 162 to 216 when you add Barack. And Barack was born on the 216th day of the year. August 4th is when Trump gets his head wound, okay? Now, if we were to put a crown on these three numbers, what would happen? 153, 63, 216. Let's put a crown on these three. Let's see what happens. On those three numbers, I'm saying. Let's see. Like I said, I'm doing this all by memory, so I'm not even sure. I hope that I'm right. Wait a minute, what was it? Now I forgot what it was. Oh man, I'm gonna lose it. Where is it? What was I showing? Now I can't remember. Oh my goodness. Oh, here it is. I'm so silly. Give me a second. Like I said, folks, I'm doing it all by memory. Well, that didn't work. Let me see. I don't know what I'm doing now. Hold on. Oh yeah, okay. No, oh, there's no crown on it. Sorry. With no crown, just adding those numbers for Elvis, Donald, and Barack. For Elvis, Donald, and Barack, it equaled 153. Then the second row, the reduced number was 63, and then 216. You add all those three, I mean, you put that into the gematria calculator, what they added up to, look, it's 611. Look at that. You see? Without a crown. So, because I told you the Antichrist crown, remember those numbers was with the letter O, it equaled 611. Anyway, so that the numbers you were looking at. And remember, I told you Barack, that Elvis, Trump needed Barack. I mean, well, technically Elvis needed Trump and Barack, because like I told you, there's a hierarchy between them. But Elvis is at the top, Trump is second, and Obama's third, the third wheel. Let's put Elvis, Aaron Presley, and Donald John Trump, and Barack. I gotta hurry up, man. This video is almost 2 hours long. You put those three. Hold on. You put those three in to the calculator. They're three names. They're full names. They're full name, folks. Look. You put the full names in, okay? This is what you get. Look. You get the jackpot number. Look at that. 777. I thought that was interesting, you know, with the and you know that when you get the 777 in Las Vegas, it says bar bar bar. You know, like you get those gold bars, it says bar 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 on the 777. When you get 777, it says bar bar bar, because Barack was the capstone for Elvis and Trump. Okay. Anyway, oh, and if you were to put the triple crown, because I told you it's a crown, right? I mean, they need the crown. So if you put 3 crowns on these clowns, put crowns on the clowns, okay? Uh-oh. Give me a second. Put 3 crowns on the clowns. Let's see what happens then. So I put I put the triple crown, the 3 O's, the triple crown on the 3 dum-dums. Elvis, Aaron Presley, Donald John Trump, Barack Hussein Obama. Look what happens now. First of all, you get the 609. The 69, that means it's the crown number. 6 plus 9 is 15. That's what's in between. That's the letter O. The letter O is 15. 6, 9. Okay? Or it could be 7, 8. You get what I'm saying? But because that's what's in between 6 and 9 is 7, 8. And Elvis and Jesse, they were born on the 8th day. But on the calculator, if you don't add that day, it's the 7th day and 8th day. So the 7, 8 is in the middle of the 6, 9. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is look at this. The totals. 840, because that's the date Trump gets his head wound on 8/4, right? And gets a crown, because his crown's going to get knocked, you know, he's going to get a head wound, the crown. 8/4, and that's when Barack's born. Trump gets the head wound, 840. And look, whose death date is that? Supposed death date, 11/22. That's JFK, which is, I told you, Trump gets his head wound on 8/40, and JFK gets it, and this is JFK's head wound, right? 11/22. Now pay attention, folks. Remember that they needed Barack, because Barack is the capstone for these 2 clowns. So this was Barack's birthday, and it's also the day Trump gets his head wound. The O is the head. 8/4 is the day he gets the head wound on Barack's birthday. And backwards was JFK got his head knocked off 11/22, right? Right here. Now, if you don't believe that this is all connected, look at this 840 number. Okay? And yes, the Space Needle opened in 1962, because that's what it equaled, that very bottom number. 840 plus 11/22 equaled 1962. But look, if you don't believe that it's all connected, how many days in between the day Barack was born Okay, hold on. And the day JFK got his head knocked off, supposed head knocked off. Look, up to that day, but not including that day, okay? Up to that day. So from Obama's birthday to the day that JFK got his head wound, up to that day, but not including that day, folks, look at the amount of days. 840 days to 11/22. From 8/4, the day Obama was born in 1961, to the exact day that JFK's head wound happened, up to that day, but not including that day, but up to that day, is 840 days. And why is that important? Because I just showed you that from, where is it? That from the, where is it? I'm going to break this phone. I'm not kidding. That this equation was 840, and then the backwards was 11/22. And I just showed you from the day Obama was born on 8/4, it was 840 days to the day JFK was supposedly killed on 11/22. You see what I'm saying? Do you see how perfect this puzzle is? And I told you that JFK's head wound is connected to Trump too. I'm not going to show it here, but I'm going to show it in the next video. Now, okay, this is the last thing I'm going to show here. We got to end this video. Okay, this is it, folks. This is the end of the road here. So remember I showed you that the 26 prime number, because God, the word God equals 26. The 26th prime equals 101. Why is this 101 so important, folks? Why is it so important? Okay, so now what I'm going to show you. So if you take any word, let's just use God for example. You take any word, you equal it. I mean, if you wrote it out, that same word, 101 time. Okay, but first let's look at just the word God, because I told you you could use any word, but watch what I'm going to say. Okay, yes, that's what I'm saying. This is all about breaking the matrix. As I told you, God equals 26, and 26 prime number is 101, and Neo, who was born in Beirut, Lebanon. I was born in Beirut, Lebanon. He was born at the same hospital as me, that stupid Neo, and Keanu Reeves. And he was in room 101, okay? I'm not going to tell you, it could have been room 101 in the hospital. But we're not going to, or 611, who knows. But anyway, like I said, we were born at the same hospital. So watch what happens when you look at this. Uh-oh. Oh, at first I have to show, hold on, I have to show the other thing first. Hold on. So this is the word God. All right, let's just put God for example, like I said. So the word God equals 26, 17, 55, 10. Okay? 26, 17, 55, 10. All right? And look, you got the 8-1 at the beginning and the 1-8 at the end. Look at that. 8-1-1-8. I was showing you how it's all about the 8-1-8-1-8. Anyway, so So God equals 26, 17, 55, 10. And now, listen, there's many things you can do with that, but just pay attention, okay? So if you put God 100 times into the calculator, what do you think is going to happen? Because let me tell you something. The word God is 26. The word Jesus, the name Jesus, the name above all names. If you put God and Jesus, it's 26 for God, 74 for Jesus. So that would equal 100. Okay, so if you put God 100 times into the calculator, into the gematria calculator, watch what's going to happen. Wait a minute. What is this? Wait a minute, what is this? Oh yeah, there it is. Hold on, folks. Let me fix this real quick before I show it to you. Let me fix this right here real quick. Okay. So 100 times we're going to put the word God into the calculator. Let's see what happens. So let me show you that I put it that many times. All right. I had to type it in, See, I typed the word God in. It's 100 times. Each row is 5 times, okay? All right, so I'll just count. So it should be 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 20 times 5 is 100. So I put the word God in 25 times, right? So what happens is it's just going to give you 2 crowns on everything. So it's going to be 2,600. See, God was 2617, 43, 55, 10, 65 backwards. You get what I'm saying? So basically it added 2 crowns. Because the Father, Son are the 2 crowns. Okay? Pay attention. 2617 with 2 crowns, right? And Ohio is the 17th state. And remember that 1, 7, and 8 and 9 is in the middle of Ohio, the HI, which equals 17. So you have the 2 O's with the 1, 7, you remember? And, but anyway, why am I showing you this? Because look what happens when you get to 101. Because this is 100 times the word God, okay? Now watch what happens when you get 101. You get 101. Wait. 101. Now we're going to add just one more God word. Okay? Watch what happens. So we had 20 rows of 5, and then we added just one extra one right there. You see? Now let's see what it equals. Look what happens. You see that? You get the double God. God, God. Do you see it? You see what I'm showing you? 26, 26, 17, 17, 43, 43, 55, 55, 10, 10, 65, 65, 8, 1, 8, 1. Look at that. And I told you that if you add the prime numbers of 6, 11, 20, 23, it equaled 198. Okay? But all I'm saying is that that's the God that I've been telling you about. Okay? You know what I'm saying? It's right there in your face, folks, right there. Okay? And that's for 101. So that means that any number, see this, by the way, you could use that with any word, not the word God. I was just using God to give you the example of what it means. It's telling you that God, Jesus with the word God, because Jesus equals 74, God equals 26, which equaled 100. Okay? And if you add one more from the 100, 101, you know what I'm saying? It made it God, God. It turned it into God, God. You know, and remember what I told you about having two gods. There's only one God, okay? And and so where was I going with this? There was something I was going to show. There was one more thing. Man, something. Hold on, folks. I got lost. Uh, Man, come on, man. Think. What were you going to show? Oh man. Anyway, I don't remember, but I showed you earlier that it was connected to 9/11, all of that. So you have to watch the video. I lost my train of thought now. Um, anyway, folks. So anyway, anyone who got in here late, you gotta watch the whole video from beginning to end, or you're not going to understand it. Okay? You understand? You are not going to grasp the magnitude. Okay? And by the way, you know, this shirt, besides it being 10 years old, look, it's got the W, his key. Look, it's got the his key. W, his key. Anyway. But anyway, where was I going? There was something, man. What was I gonna say, man? Like I said, you could use any number, I mean, any word that you type in, any letter. If you just put one letter, like the letter O, 101 times, it would equal what I, not equal that, but it would equal whatever the letter O equaled originally. So if the letter O equaled 15.6, you write it 101 times, it'll be 15.6, 15.6 in the very first column. Okay. Um, anyway, like I said, there's more I could come up with, but I forgot now. There was something else I was gonna say. Oh man. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Oops. Let me see here. Just give me 1 second, folks. I got it. I can't believe I'm doing this. Uh, Hold on. Yeah, I can't. I forgot. Whatever it is, I can't remember. Anyway, folks, like I said, make sure you watch from the beginning. I'm not answering any more questions. I'm going to end the video now. God bless all of you, and I appreciate everyone being here. And make sure you watch from the beginning, all right? And folks, I told you, if you know anyone in Seattle, get them out of there before June 11th, okay? Get them out, all right? Stop them. Do whatever you have to do. I don't care if it costs you. That's your problem, all right? Money means nothing. If money is an issue, then you're being ridiculous. I don't care if it puts you in a couple weeks debt. Big deal, all right? Because I don't have any money, or I'd give it to you. You know what I'm saying? To go and do it. I mean, somehow pay them and get it, get them out of there, or whatever you had to do. Yeah, just have them take 1 day away from there, man. 2 days, you know. Have them drive out just for 2 days and just wait somewhere, for 1 day at least. At least get out for that 1 day, leave the night before June 11th and don't come back till the next day, if you can't, if you can't go on a vacation or something. Anyway, God bless all of you. Make sure you watch from the beginning. I know there's something I forgot, but I mean, I don't know. Oh man, yeah, I really should show this particular info. You know what? Darn it. And let me, you remember, no, I got to show this. I have to. Just in case I never show it again. I got to show this. Hold on. So, you remember I told you that um, watch this. Hold on. Okay. I have to show this. I have to. So remember, so you know, I'm not going to show you everything Washington equals, okay? But you have to see this to understand and to grasp what I'm about to show here. So let's look at what Washington equals first, real quick. Like I said, I'm not going to show all the other things that Washington equals because there's a bunch of good, not good, but I'm saying interesting things that it equals, okay? I have to show this. This is very important, folks. So, okay, get ready. All right, watch. So, Washington, this is what it equals, okay? Remember earlier I was showing you how it connected to 7-7, but forget it right now. Washington equals 130, 49, backwards 140, 50. 130, 49 forward, 140, 50 backwards, okay, for Washington. Now, what is Washington? The only numbers that it can equal, okay, look, with a crown, only with a crown, is this numbers. Look at that. 611 with a crown. 611 with a crown equals the word Washington. Okay? It's only numbers. You understand? What am I doing here? 611 with a crown equals the word Washington. Okay? The letter O is a crown. Now, what else? Now watch this. So remember, these numbers what I'm about to show you next is going to be the exact same numbers, but backwards. You're going to see these two numbers here, these two numbers here. So it's going to be the same numbers, but backwards for what I'm about to put up here. So Washington equals 611 with a crown. Now watch what I'm going to show you here, okay? Let me type it in first. Okay, this is going to be the last thing I show, folks. I got to end this video. And you'll see why I'm showing that in a moment. So remember, this is going to be the last thing I show, folks. Get ready. So this is same numbers, but backwards. Remember, Washington and 611 with a crown equaled 130, 49 over here, 140, 50 over here. Same numbers, but switched. What is it that I put? 704. What does that mean? There's your word God right there. So if the letter O is just, if you don't give it a number, the letter O, because the O can be a 0, right? So it's 704. 74 with a crown, you see? Do you get what I'm showing you here? And I told you 74 with a crown is 89. Next year, Elvis turns 89. But this year is when all the rituals happen, and next year is when all the implementation happens. But 704 is the backwards. 704 is the backwards of 611. I mean 611 with a crown. See, it's the same numbers but backwards for 611 with a crown, and Washington, the word Washington. See? Same numbers. Okay? That's it. I'm done. All right. Anyway, yeah. God bless all you. I'm going to end the video, okay? And by the way, speaking of the word God equaling 26 and having a crown, 26 with a crown would be like the word, oh God, you know, because the O is a crown, you know, in the Bible, it'll tell you, oh Lord, oh God, you know, because O is a crown, right? So O and the word God, the word O, I mean, the letter O with the word God would be 26 and a crown, right? What am I babbling about? Just real quick, let me just tell you. The Seattle's area code is 206. So basically it's the number 26 with a crown. Okay? You see what I'm saying? It's the 206 area code. And you know, Phoenix, you know, Phoenix area code in Arizona, Phoenix, I think it's the 602 area code. Let me see. I'm not sure. I could be wrong about that. Hold on. What is Phoenix, Arizona area code?
According to Arizona Corporation Commission, the 602 NPA borders the west side of the 480 NPA.
So I guess 480 is also connected to the 602 area code. But the reason I'm bringing that up because 602 is the backwards of 206. So Phoenix, because this has nothing to do with Phoenix, Arizona, but Phoenix is because Elvis is the Phoenix, right? So Phoenix area code is 602. Seattle is 206, and what does that equal? Look at that. 808. Look at that. The 88 with a crown. And that's Hawaii's area code, 808, where Elvis, that was his favorite place, and Obama was born there. 6226. That's the backwards of the crown, too. Crown was 7328 101, 6226 88 backwards for the word crown. All right, folks, that's it. I gotta stop. Right. Anyway, God bless all of you. I'm gonna end the video right now. I'm gonna leave it up and end the video. Oh wait, someone's saying, did I see the news that Glendale was in the news? Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff going on in Glendale, but I can't talk about it because I don't want to get this video taken down because there's go look it up. Why Glendale? Because there's protests in Glendale right now, and I'm not going to even talk about it. You know what it has to deal with. For the people who know about it, and I live in Glendale. That's why I haven't done. I was going to go do a live stream from over there, but I knew that if I went there and did the live stream from there, they would say stuff that would get my video taken down. You know, like I would be talking to people and agreeing with them because you know what I mean by agreeing, because they're against whatever's going on over there. So that's why I'm going to keep my mouth shut about it. Go look about what that protest is about. You know, because you know here on this channel, you know what we you know what you know what I'm saying. There, you know what the agenda is of the of what's going on out there. I can't talk about it. I don't want to get the video taken down. All right. God bless all of you. And Jesus is God. All right. No doubt about it, folks. There's only one way to heaven, and that's through Jesus. He is the only way to heaven, folks. All right. Get right with God before it's too late. All right. And for the people who came in late to the chat, make sure you start from the beginning and watch the whole video. Okay. Watch the whole video or you're not going to grasp the magnitude of what I'm showing, because there's parts of it that's a little bit confusing, but there's really great information that's supernatural from the Holy Spirit. You have to watch it. Okay. You got to put your spiritual glasses on over your eyes. Or if you have spiritual eyes, you don't need the glasses, but put them on and put your and open your spiritual ears and hear everything I'm saying, folks. Okay. Thanks again to everybody. God bless all of you. Jesus is God. All right, folks, let me see. Hold on. Let me open mine. Because it's so dark, the lighting here. Anyway, folks, Jesus is God. End of video.